Hello everyone, this is Christian Duke from ProgressiveActivist.com. I want to talk a little bit about Senator Rand Paul's op-ed in last Saturday, October 22nd's Lexington Herald Leader. The title of the story, Cure for Healthcare Ills, is Free Market Competition. Now in this story he calls Obamacare a disaster for healthcare affordability and talks about his experience as a LASIK surgeon, saying that at one point in time it used to cost thousands of dollars per eye, now it only costs hundreds of dollars per eye, and the technology is still very good. You know, right before the Democratic convention, I wanted to get my eyes checked. I wanted to be able to see everything and not miss anything. And I went to Nicole's eye doctor in J-Town. And, you know, he scolded me for not getting my eyes checked in so many years. But it turns out my prescription wasn't that bad. I got contacts, everything was great. As I was leaving, I asked him about LASIK. And I told him everybody that I know that gets LASIK ends up having to go back and forth to the eye doctor and get contacts again. But that the idea is very appealing to me, that I could have 20/20 vision or even better than that and not need glasses or contacts. And he told me, he said, yes, that is actually the case. But he did say that, you know, it depended where I got it from. He said that he knew of LASIK surgeons that would do it for a few $100s, but that, you know, that was cheap work, and that a lot of times people would have to go back to the eye doctor over and over again, have to get fitted for contacts or glasses, and even have corrective surgery done afterwards. But he said that if I went to an eye doctor that he would refer me to, a LASIK surgeon that he would refer me to, yes, I would pay a few $1,000s per eye, but I would be good for life. Now, that's a very important point, because Rand Paul, in this op-ed, is trying to make the case that we don't need Obamacare. We don't need the Affordable Care Act. We don't need single payer. Let the markets figure it out. The problem is, what if you have someone working for $9 an hour at Walmart or Target or retail or fast food? All they're going to be able to afford is the bare minimum, because they have to pay for rent, they have to pay for food, they have to pay for clothes and gas and utilities. They don't have a lot of money to work with. The idea that the health care that they can afford is somehow going to be just as good as the health care that the rich can afford is not only naive, but it's dishonest. It's dishonest for Rand Paul to say that the markets are going to cure themselves. I understand that the current situation isn't perfect. And I understand that the pharmaceutical industries and the hospitals and the insurance companies are pulling a big one over the government, but at least there's some sort of regulation. If we go by Rand Paul's view, there'll be no regulation. Government will have no say. Rand Paul doesn't believe in regulation, doesn't believe in Obamacare, doesn't believe in minimum wage, doesn't believe in anything that helps workers and working families and the poor here in Kentucky. So this is why I'm supporting Jim Gray for United States Senate.